everybody.
Hola, fellow peeps. Welcome to Anime
The channel where we give you freshly served reactions. My name is Randrell, your video editor here.
I tried to line up my hand a little bit. So my name is Marissa Blue.
Your
cosplayer.
Your cosplayer.
You're awful at flipping hair. Anyways, welcome to all the new Anime Eats gang.
What?
I don't know.
What does it any sense?
Being less is a little bad. Forgive me.
Well, welcome you guys. if you guys are you wait, what the fuck I'm saying? If you are new to our channel, this disclaimer that we have long discussion right after the video reaction, okay? It's very long.
That's what we do.
And in depth, and that's what we do.
That's what we do.
Okie dokie.
And on top of that, we're also, forgot to say this before, but we're also cutting our videos. Okay, we're
not cutting out videos, okay? Edits.
We're not doing fancy edits. Not freaking cutting up the video a lot, you know, so it's pretty raw footage for the most part because we're trying to catch up to AOT.
And also, another disclaimer, it is during the reaction only, it is sped up, okay? Because of copyright reasons. I don't know what other channels do to get away with it, but it's working well for us because we get away with it, but then production, whatever, that do IAOT will manually come into our videos and block it and shit like this, okay? So we trying to do things to make it, you know, public to you guys. So yes, it is sped up just a little bit, and if it's hard for you to look at it, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you guys, okay? But without further ado, let's get this video started in 3 and 2 and AOT season 3 part 1. We're trying to hit this. Look, we're trying to get to the part 2 of this shit.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to make sure.
Let's get started.
Get your ass out of my face, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and all that shit.
They already have their minds made up.
Yeah, they do.
人類の矛を失うことを意味します。迫り来る敵から身を守るのは盾でもなく、脅威を排除する矛です。例えば今この瞬間、ウォールローゼが破られたとします。ウォールローゼの住民を再びウォールシーナ内に避難させることになります。先日の避難で食料の備蓄は底をついており、数日と持ちません。瞬く間に住民のほとんどが生存競争を強いられることになるでしょう。ウォールローゼとシーナ、二分した人類による内戦の開始を意味します。ヨシンバ壁が破られないにせよ、すでに食料不足はウォールローゼで慢性化しています。ウォールシーナの壁を破るのは巨人ではなく、ウォールローゼの住民である可能性はゼロではありません。相手の懐に飛び込むのは我々調査兵団の役目。引き下がるのみでは何の解決にもなりません。それともこの状況を打破する何かしらの秘策があるのでしょうか。
What you gotta say to that?
エルビ、君はどうも理解していないようだが、今君がここにいるのは駅内の未来を話し合うためではないし、殺人という単純な罪を犯したせいでもない。人類憲章第6条、個々の利益を優先し、人類の存続を脅かすべからず。これに対する重大違反だ。
But y'all niggas doing that too.
再三にわたるエレン・イェーガーの引き渡し拒否。これは十分に人類憲章に抵触する。そして誘拐を装いエレン・イェーガーを隠匿したのだ。関わったディモリーブスの口を封じてな。これはもはや反逆だ。今や君こそが人類の脅威となっているのだよ。ピクシス司令。駐屯兵団と調査兵団は前線で命を張る者同士親密な関係を築いておったようだな。
我々が調査兵団に同調すると思われるのは心外ですな。人同士の殺し合いほど愚かな話はない。この狭い人のように一度火を放てば燃え尽くすまでそう時間はかからんでしょう。先のトロストク防衛戦においては総兵士に言い聞かせ大いに死んでもらったものです。調査兵団がその火種となるなら今のうちに消すべきでしょう。何より巨人が壁を破ってきた際人があまり残っとらんようじゃ。
陛下の名のもと判決を言い渡す。エルヴィン・スミス、人類憲章第6条に違反ありと認め死刑に処す。
They already
こ
knew
れは
that.
即時執行されるものである。連れて行け。
これでいいのか、エルヴィン。
This nigga about it. Let's see.
お前、これで。
Been breached.
突如出現した超大型巨人、鎧の巨人によってカラデスクの扉は2つとも破壊されました。
Oh.
東区より避難する住民が押し寄せてきています。
退避経路を確保せよ。駐屯兵団前線部隊は全兵力を東区に集結させ、住民をオールシーナに誘導せよ。みんな急げ。住民の避難が最優先じゃ。あ、ダメだ。オールシーナの扉を全て閉鎖せよ。避難民を何人たりとも。
Shut up. See this? You peeping it, right?
モールローゼの住民を人類の半数を見殺しにするとのご判断でしょうか。
Damn right.
その者が言った通り、内戦が始まるだけだ。中央政府が機能しなくなる恐れもある。そうなれば終わりだ。
しかし、それはあくまで可能性の話では。
その可能性があることが重大なのだ。我々は最上位の意識の定期間であるぞ。さっさと動かぬか。見つかっているのだ。あとは器が受け止めるまでここで持ちこたえればいい。
Oh, they want Historia to eat him.
もうそうすべきではない。オールシーナさえ残ればどうにでもなる。ああ、レイス教さえ戻れば。できません。
Thank you.
おい、俺はモールローゼの人間だ。
Mm.
扉の閉鎖は阻止させてもらう。
すまん。
私も加勢しよう。
That's why Erwin said that. How's your motherfucker, kids and shit doing in my roles? Ooh, the judge.
彼らの判断は意外だったかの。ザックレー総統。いや、ちっとも。
Damn.
ザックレー、これは一体。
先ほどの報告は誤報です。
I knew it.
Yeah.
That's why everyone was smiling.
されていません。いう迷いがあった。おそらくわしらよりずっと壁や巨人に詳しいでしょうからな。もしあなた方がより多くの人類を救えるのであれば、エルヴィンを処刑台に送ってもよいと思っておった。当然、場合によってはわしらも首を差し出す覚悟もあった。じゃが、今あなた方が答えをくれましたわい。
You don't give a fuck about
巨
us.
人の力や成り立ちに関して無知であろうと、我々の方があなた方よりは多くの命を生かせましょう。
バカなことを。ここを制圧したから何だというのだ。民衆が従うと思っているのか。民衆は
No, they can because they seen some shit too.
黙っておるまい。
どうやら理解しておられぬようですが、これはただの脅しではない。クーデターじゃ。
Ooh!
中央憲兵の制圧完了いたしました。
It's lit. It's lit. Oh snap.
これが本当に非常時であったなら、あなた方の先ほどの判断こそ
That's what
That's what
I'm
I'm saying.
saying.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
I've been
saying.
preaching about it.
聖書を私
That's what I've been saying.
刑に値するか
Oh, it's lit. That's what I've been saying.
そう、起きろ、おいぼり。
Nigga been sleeping. He never got to eat.
嬉しくないのか。
No, we got more shit to do, bro.
人類はより険しい道を
Yeah, see, we got more shit
歩ま
to
ざ
do.
るを得なくなったぞ。
Yeah.
Far more dangerous.
クーデターは成功。
Mm.
王都も行政府も
It was them,
ザッ
huh?
クレ総統が仮押さえ中だ。今のところ。
Okay, so that happened, and now we. Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it.
会長の件はあれが濡れ衣だって証言は取れたからね。息子のフレーゲルが奮闘してくれてるよ。
Yes. Oh, and he's interrogating.
俺たちを救う気なんかねえんだ。目をそらして殺されてからじゃ遅いんだよ。そうですよ。
Well, those are the reporters, right?
Oh, it is that nigga.
何も残りませんよ。会社も家族も。その前に真実を書きましょうよ。
Ooh, they dope with it.
それに書かれてる通り、世界を変えたんだ。
お前から預かった3人も死なせてしまったらすまない。
Damn, he see that? He said I managed to kill 3 people that you own me,
中
bro.
央憲兵の
Because
一
of
部
his,
そ
you
の
know.
親玉とエレンヒストリアがまだ別の場所にいる。早いとこ見つけねえと。
それなら手がかりがある。この戦いはそこで終わりにしよう。
What?
I didn't see get the chance to see it. Wait, what was that?
Wait,
I'm not going back. I'm not going
Okay.
back.
現体制の崩壊が宣言された。それは王と行政府
So they
の
all
兵団
dead.
組織が制圧した直後、彼のために用意された処刑台の上で行われた。
その通りです。先ほど行われたザックレー総
We trust him.
人類を思えば
Erwin, I trust you.
王政
Okay.
を託すべきでした。ピクシス司令の言う通り、今日まで人類は巨人から生きながらえさせた術があります。人類の半数を見殺しにするようであっても、人類が絶滅するよりかはいい。エレンを手放し、仲間の命、自分の命と共に責任を放棄し、王政に託すべきだったのでしょう。人よりも人類が尊いのなら。
君の使命は相変わらず辛い
It
な。
is, bro.
死んだ方がはるかに楽に見える。しかし、だったらなぜそうしなかった？
それは
私の理由を言おうか。昔から奴らが気に食わなかったから。ムカつくのだよ。いや、死にたくなかったのだよ。私と同様、人類の命運よりも個人を優先させるほど。
自分はとんだ思い上がりをしていたようです。
君の理由は何だ？次は君が答える番だぞ。
My father, bitch.
私には夢があります。
Like my daddy. Like my daddy.
夢です。
AOT top, like,
二人の居場所の手が
number
か
one favorite anime?
これから話す。エルヴィンから託されたレース家領地の調査報告書がこれだ。中身はほとんど5年前、レース家を襲ったある事件についてだ。5年前？そう。ウォールマリアが破壊された日だ。とにかく最初からかいつまんで話すと、ロッド・レイスという男は領地の主としての評判は悪くなかった。一家が全員揃って祈りを捧げていた。そして一家の主、ロッド・レイスを除く一族全員が盗賊に惨殺されてしまったんだと。そしてそれはヒストリアの母親が中央憲兵に殺される数日前の出来事。つまりロッド・レイスは家族を失った直後にヒストリアに接触を図った。この辺りに連中がヒストリアを求める理由があるのだろう。
血縁関係か。そのうちに種か仕掛けがあるってのか。
今はそこまではわからない。それより私が気になったのは礼拝堂が全焼したところにある。礼拝堂は石造りだ。破壊不思議なくらいだ。これが私の早合点だとしても、こんだけ怪しければ十分我々が向かう価値があるはずだ。
We gotta go back and read that.
Yeah.
There was
I
a
was-
lot of
me too. I
information.
was like, wait, but she never said anything straight up.
We gotta go back. Who's that, Mikasa?
That's probably Frida.
Yeah. Wait.
What?
Is that Frida and April? Look where they are. Look where they at.
They're in the underground place that they talked about in the intermission thing. Pretty sure.
That's ridiculous.
夜が明ける頃には兵団がレース寮に送り込まれる。それまでレースは待ってはくれないだろう。私たちが急がないとエレンが食われるかもしれない。巨人になれる人間を巨人が食べることによってその能力が継承される。
Enhance their powers.
もしそれが本当だとしたら、エレンはいつどうやって巨人になり、
It gotta be his daddy.
得たんだろう。
I think it's his father.
It has to be Frida.
It has to be free. Oh,
Not that. Okay, the other girl.
Historia. Historia and Frida is right there.
That's why they look. Okay.
Historia going Aaron.
Calmate. I was gonna say that's why they call Historia the vessel. She's just a vessel that's supposed to hold his power. Because earlier in this episode, they said we have the vessel and we have the power, or whatever. So they want Historia to eat Aaron. I was wondering why they called her the vessel. That's why. She's supposed to be the one who has the coordinate.
Okay, wait. Is Historia a Titan? If not, can a human eat a Titan shifter and become the Titan shifter? Like say like it's a basic ass human. If a human eat a Titan shifter,
I don't know, but look, the reason I knew they must be in that underground spot.
Oh yeah, because of the thing. It was 15 something.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Underground chapel, a sacred location where the royal family's power has been passed down for generations. The walls are composed of a naturally luminescent ore, which is thought to have been created by some form of Titan power. So that's why when I saw him sitting there, I was like, oh,
they there.
That's where they're at.
That's where they are.
Underground, but it's called the Underground Chapel. Now remember in the end credits of last season, how everything looked like the whatever stained glass art that they always have in chapels and churches, and it showed all these kids eating hearts and stuff, but it looked like this is literally called a chapel, like it's a sacred place, which is crazy. But that's why they call Historia the vessel.
How did it get there?
It's probably underneath the castle or something.
Oh my god, Historia gonna eat Aaron. But like I said, if Historia is, obviously the bloodline of whatever the bloodline is, say that she's just a regular, she's not a Titan. Can a human eat a Titan shifter and have Titan shifter powers?
Well, we don't.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't know the history of her bloodline. There's something peculiar about the fact that she's from the royal family. There's something that makes her special.
Something that makes her special. But anyway, she's there to eat Aaron. Frida's there too, right?
Frida has to be there because, okay, so we need to go back and look at everything Hanji said, but the first daughter they mentioned was Frida. They obviously mentioned her for a reason. They showed the back of her.
Right?
I thought I heard the name Frida before, but I don't know. But they showed her in the beginning. She had black hair, black shiny hair. And they said she was loved by everybody. And they talked about how his family suspiciously died in a burning chapel where they were all praying together. And Historia was like his one bloodline that was alive. But I don't know what happened to the rest of the family, but I think they're housing Frida in this underground chamber for some reason, because they showed, I'm pretty sure that was Frida. She has the same blue eyes as Historia, and she has the black hair that they showed in the flashback. She looks...
It's Frida and Historia.
But for some reason, they faked the death of Reese's family.
That's why it has to be. Let me see. Okay, so he was sleeping. Do you think it's his dream?
I don't know.
Do you think that was his dream? Remember, I keep going back to what the doctor's saying.
About memories?
Their memories.
Okay, let's go back to what Hanji said.
Oh yeah, I wasn't done, man. Let me marinate a little bit. So maybe this only Historia? Okay, it's Historia, Frida, and Aaron are right there. Or maybe just Historia and Aaron, and what we saw was his dream or his memory of some sort. That's very interesting. Is it cold, man? It looks cold as well.
It does.
Now we're gonna replay this shit like 200 times.
Yeah, because she said so much info, but none of it was cut clear.
Oh, we going there right now.
So, Can I pause it? So she said that Rod Reese is the only one who saw the bandits. That's suspicious. Why is he the only one who saw the bandits?
The only one,
I
right?
think he's, I don't know if he might be hiding the fact that he killed his own family or whether he's housing his own family. Like if their deaths were fake to protect the bloodline.
Right.
You know, because it would make sense that someone's trying to come after the bloodline.
Right.
You know, like trying to kill them off for some reason if someone knows that that's the royal bloodline. But she said then again that there were no traces of Titans there. So that makes me think even more that maybe they had something to do with it. Rod Reese had something to do with it.
That's crazy.
If he's the only one that witnessed the bandits and he's the only one to tell the tale of his family dying.
I mean, Kenny was there. Remember he said, "Are you scared? Are you scared because the shit got breached?"
Yeah, maybe see, look. Because remember how I said in the last episode, I said maybe the Beast Titan is seeking out Historia or the royal bloodline for some reason. Maybe he knows about them or we don't know. There's a secret to their blood, supposedly. So maybe if the Beast Titan knows about him, maybe that wall breach scared Lord Reese, and he's like, oh
Yeah,
he's like, I need to hide my family. And so what if he pretended that his family got killed or whatever, and then freaking sent Historia off, you know what I'm saying, to live like a fake life as Krista Lenz or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Remember, Rainer and Berthold wanted Annie wanted Historia and Aaron. They wanted them to too. They wanted them. A lot, and the government wants them. Annie and Rainer and them wants them. Maybe the Beast Titan wants them. Cervicore most definitely want them to keep them safe. But now Historia seems like she just, I gotta do it for my family, for my bloodline.
Yeah.
Cause she about to eat the fuck out of Aaron. But like, what is she looking through the mirror and so shook up about? Like what? What is she shook up? Who's that, Aaron? I'm trying to see what's in that fucking chest. You see something like like the jewelry? Like watch. Hey, what is? You see that green? Have you seen that before or what?
No, we haven't seen that.
That green pendant?
This looks so eerie too.
Let me do it one more time. Let me look at it one more time. Okay, so the chapel. Is that the place where season 2 where everybody went to? Like everybody went to. That's when Ymir first transformed. Is that the same location?
No, they were at some little like castle thing when she transformed.
Oh, okay.
But no, I think maybe that underground chapel thing might be under that church. Because if they're heading there now, that's where they think they might find Historia. So I think they're concluding that they might be there at that chapel. And if he took the time to rebuild it and stuff, maybe that is where the underground thing is.
Maybe that's what the miner found. Or he didn't know it.
You and this miner.
I mean, I know that he's irrelevant, but
no,
still.
No, he didn't. What he found was the wall was continuing underneath ground.
Or maybe he thought that. Maybe he found the fucking...
Oh my goodness.
Nah, cause that was underwall scene though, right? Or whatever. Okay, fine. Fuck the miner then. Shit. He dead anyway. That's fucked up. My bad. R.I.P. But look, let me see Historia one more time. Look at Historia.
Do you think maybe they're implying that?
First of all, I did not know I was watching Frozen. What's her name?
Elsa?
I did not know Elsa was in Attack on Titan, man. Where's she at? Look at Elsa.
Let the hair down and everything.
Look.
She ready?
She said, let it go, let it go.
So stupid. But no. Anyways, do you think they're trying to imply that maybe Aaron ate somebody from the royal bloodline?
Either that, it was either his daddy / the doctor, maybe Frida, or the Reese family. I don't know,
When
man.
did Aaron-
It says 5 years ago.
When did Aaron?
5 years ago.
Yes.
So yeah, it could be. It could be that Aaron ate one of the Reese's family. 5 kids.
Because
there's 5. I'm not done. There's 5 kids. Okay, we know historian Frida. Why didn't she say the other 3? Okay, so it gotta be Frida that he ate. Maybe. Either the doctor or Frida. Interesting. It's 5 years ago, and that's when Aaron obtained the Titan powers. It was 5 years ago. Was it not? Or am I lying?
That's what I was about to ask you, because that brings up my next point.
Yeah, 5 years ago. Because, okay, 5 years ago is when his mom died. And that's when the first attack on Titan. No, okay. The first attack that we ever saw of episode 1, right?
That's when Aaron and them went through their first breach.
Okay, so yeah. Yeah. I can most definitely see Aaron eating the Reese family. Somebody.
Okay, so.
And if that's so.
I was gonna say it would make sense if he ate someone from the royal bloodline. Somehow, just because of the fact that it's all coming full circle to Historia, and she's the vessel that was supposed to get the freaking whatchamacallit. She was the vessel that was supposed to get whatever he has. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense that he obtained it from somebody in the royal bloodline, potentially. You know, if that is the route they're taking, it would just make sense. Because they've been acting like that power's been meant for Historia.
I'm just confused.
Or someone from Reese's line. But I'm confused on the whole death setup with the chapel. You know? But it would make sense that the whole family was miraculously in the chapel that night. But what if they ran underground and hid underground? You know what I mean? I don't know. They were like, let's light this chapel on fire and act like they're getting killed by this fire, but they really went underground and hid in the underground chapel. I don't know.
年前の夜、悲劇村にある家族あたりがわからんにあると労力にあるはず。
Cardi, wake up!
十分我々が向かう価値があるはずだ。
When did Armin said that? Ooh, who did Aaron? Yeah, this is what he said.
巨人になれる人間は巨人が食べることによってその能力が継承される。もしそれが本当だとしたら、エレンは。
When and how did Aaron become a Titan, and who did he eat to gain his powers? Well, we know how he became a Titan because his dad injected him with it.
Yeah, as like a mindless Titan, but who,
Yeah, but I'm saying.
Yeah, who did he?
I'm saying we know how
So,
he got it, but we don't know how who he ate.
Maybe the bloodline is. History cannot straight up just eat Aaron and have Titan powers and stuff. She have to be a Titan herself. What if the bloodline is just being a Titan of some sort?
Maybe. Maybe they're the ones who have the blood that's the key to making other people Titans, you know?
Maybe it's their bloodline that makes these shots.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's the only thing I can think of why they need their blood so bad. Because remember they said with Amir's fraudulent position as the inheriting the blood of the king, they were saying that blood is the key to immortality. Remember they said she inherited the blood of the king. As long as we have her, we have immortality. So,
well, what is immortality? Because apparently their family died.
well, there's some. No, doesn't mean you can't be killed, but I mean it might mean that you could live forever. You know?
So yeah, so either Immortality, Historia have Titan bloodline, like she can become a Titan without even taking a shot of some sort. Cause she about to eat Eren, so she has to be a Titan. She has to be a Titan. I don't know how.
But the point of like the mindless Titans becoming shifters is they have to eat a shifter.
Right.
But maybe for the ones with the pure bloodline or that inherited the blood of the king, maybe they can just eat and inherit the powers, and the rest is history. I don't know.
Well, we're about to find out. That's everything?
But, I mean, we spent a lot of time talking about this, but just really quick, so people don't get mad at us. When What's-Her-Face burst through the door with the news of the Titan attack, I thought it was real. I was like, what are the odds of the timing? But then the fact that Erwin was smirking that whole time, and that guy was in disbelief about Erwin letting it end like that, and he was smirking, and then she happens to burst in, I'm like, did they possibly set this up? Because it was too perfect. They literally exposed the nobles right then and there and how fake they are. And
he was about to die anyway. So
and
like...
as soon as like I saw that, I was like, I wonder, Erwin. And then sure enough, the judge burst in with all the troops and everything, and I was like, they played the nobles so hard.
First of all, I thought Eren was talking to Rainer and Berho like, man, hey, I give you Eren. Nah, but then, yeah, that was his plan. That was his gamble. And that's amazing. And Pixie said, like, I don't fuck with Eren. And I don't fuck with y'all either.
Sorry.
Pretty much. I never said I'm fucking with y'all, so I don't know what to tell you.
Sorry.
And I've been saying it. What they're doing is Clause 6. I was like, what?
Of course, they're a bunch of hypocrites.
Yeah.
They're idiots. They're
So
just
once he said that, I was lit.
They're just trying to use that as an excuse when they're just a bunch of hypocrites. So.
Amazing story. Amazing Erwin, amazing.
Yeah, that was a really, really amazing twist, for sure.
Do it for your daddy. Yeah, keep his dream alive. Keep his dream alive, Erwin. Don't worry about it. We're gonna shoot you up with a Titan shot so you can get your arm back. All right, don't worry about it. We got you. We're gonna once we reach the basement, you can get a shot. You're first in line to get the shot, bro.
Erwin becoming a Titan though.
Bro, that's it. Game over. Imagine Erwin having Eren top powers, man. It's game over.
He'd be so smart. He'd be too smart.
I don't know what would happen. What would he look like?
He probably look dope.
Why would he look dope?
I don't know, I just see it.
Yeah, so who? It gotta be the doctor though. It's either the doctor or the Reese family that Eren ate. That's crazy. But where are they getting these shots from? They got it. I want to know where they get these shots from. Can't wait for that. Can't wait for the basement. All right, guys. Is that everything? So 5 kids, remember, there was 5 children. They showed us 2. Where's the other 3? No, I don't believe they burned to death. No.
Well, remember, he had 5 kids, and I don't think they were including Historia because she wasn't supposed to be known about. Because she was born.
No, they included.
She was born from an affair.
Or were they? Oh, okay, that's what you're saying. But okay, we only know Frida as the eldest.
Right. But okay, that's it.
We feel like we covered everything. And if we didn't, go down to the comment section down below and we can have a discussion there. But please, no spoilers. Until next time, adios.